Alrighty, Unit 9, Lesson 12, Investigating Division by Inversion. Inversion flip it method, okay, guys? Just remember the flip it method, thinking about flipping the fractions upside down. So we'll just work through that some more. You can see that this is the flip factor up here, and it explains it, page 395 through 396. So pause the video if you guys need to read that again or don't understand the flip it method. Changing the reciprocals is what that's called, the flip it method. So anytime you hear me call flip it, or Mrs. Cummins, I know she refers to it as that, flipping it, we're using reciprocals. Okay, crisscross is cross multiply is what you'll hear me call it. And that method I have taught most of you, I believe, at this point. So you guys can look over that again too. I don't care which method you use, flip it or cross multiply, whichever one you're more comfortable with. Remember this one where you go down and then that comes up to the numerator. Denominator, numerator becomes the denominator. So just thinking about that pattern of mountains that you go. So whichever way you're happy, I'm happy. So let's try some of these. We'll do both methods and show that you get the same answer. So let's try flip it first. So it'd be like doing 10/12 times 3 over 2. Okay. I could simplify first. So I get 15/12, which is equal to 1 3/12, which is equal to 1 1/4. Okay. I could do the cross multiply method as well. I'm going to switch colors and do that in red. Okay, and I'm still going to simplify. I'm going to say 1 6. Actually, I'm not going to simplify. Let me take that back, and we'll just show you this one real quick. Cross multiply. Okay. 3 times 10 is 30. 2 times 12 is 24. So 30/24, and then simplifying that down, I'm going to get 1 1/4 again. Okay, let's try again. So 6/7 times 4/3. I can simplify first. 2, 1, get 8/7, which is equal to 1 1/7. Okay, again, I could cross multiply 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Goes down. All right, 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24, and that goes up. All right, it goes to the up, down, 24. So this is equivalent to that. So notice those are equal. Okay, whichever method you prefer. Okay, I'm going to cross multiply first this time. 5 times 4 is 20. And 6 times 3, or 3 times 6, is 18. So 18/20. Excuse me. And then go ahead and simplify down again. Okay. When I simplify down, I can divide by 2. I can divide and get 9/10. Okay, I would get the same answer if I flipped it. So 3/4 times 6/5. All right, I can simplify. 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 6 3 times. 9/10. Okay, whichever method you like. So we're just going to work on that through some story problems here. I'm going to breeze through these fairly quick. I hope to make this lesson really fast, okay? First thing I'm going to do, because I have an improper fraction, this whole thing, if you read the story problem, gives you how much time it takes them to build a skateboard. So Tim worked for 3 3/4 of an hour. How many skateboards did he make? I'm going to take this improper, or this mixed number, and make it an improper fraction. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15/4. Okay, and I'm going to divide that by how many he can make an hour, so 3/4. Again, you can cross multiply, or you can flip it. And I'm going to do the flip it method this time. So I'm going to go 15/4 times 4 thirds, and I choose these for varying reasons. I know I can get rid of these 4s if I do this method. They can become 1s, and I can get rid of this 3. It can become a 1, and then the 15 becomes a 5. Okay, so all I did was simplify across from each other like that. So then I'm down to he can make 5 skateboards. Oops. Okay. Christy worked for 3 1/3 hours. How many skateboards can she make? Again, I'm going to convert this to an improper fraction. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10, so 10/3 divided by Christy's time, 3/5. I can either flip it and go, or I can cross multiply. Okay, whichever method you guys like. I'm going to cross multiply this time. 10 times 5 is 50, and 3 times 3 is 9, so 50/9. Okay, and I can simplify that. I'm going to take 50, I'm going to divide it by 9, and I'm going to find that it'll go in there 5 times. Okay, I can pull 5 9s out of 50, and there are 5 9ths left over. So she can make 5 and 5 9ths skateboards. Oops, spelled correctly. All right. Cleta usually works 5 hours a day. How many skateboards and part skateboards can she make? So we're going to take that 5. I'm going to put it over a 1. Okay, that just gives me the fraction piece so that it makes sense in my head. 5 6. I'm going to divide that by 5 6. Okay, I'm going to flip it this time. So that's the same thing as saying 5 over 1 times 6 over 5, which means that then I can eliminate some of my answers. Do you guys see that? I can get rid of these 5s. They become 1s. And now I end up with just 6, because it would be 6 over 1, so 6 skateboards. I think this is why fractions are so fun. Once you get the hang of it, I think you can move along pretty fast. Arturo worked 5 1/3 hours. How many skateboard and part skateboards did he make? 5 times 3, 15, plus 1 is 16, so 16/3. We're going to divide that by however many he can make. Let's go back up. 2/3. Okay, so 2/3. Oh, I don't know how I changed colors. Okay, I'm going to flip it again because I see that I can do something really easy here. 3 over 2, right? What I see is that I can instantly change these 3s to being 1 and 1. This can become a 1, and this can become an 8. Okay, so he can make 8 skateboards. Okay, who's the fastest worker? Okay, well, you're looking for the one that can make the most skateboards per hour or has the smallest fraction up here, and it's Christy. She's the quickest. Okay, so we'll see you tomorrow.